Hey guys, Dan the Wolfman here. Concealed carry clothing part 2. Ordering from Leatherup.com. Don't work for them. Ordered for the first time from Leatherup.com. And guys, impressed by them. I ordered and I got everything delivered at Christmas time, just a week before Christmas, within a few days. I got an email saying my order would be delivered between a Monday and a Monday, and I got it on Tuesday, yesterday. So I ordered multiple things. I did a very long review of the X-Element Urban Armor Men's Tribal Gray Leather Vest. So please check out part 1 if you're into concealed carry. If you just wanted a review of the vest, they're not really out there. So I'm giving you a review of some cool stuff you can get, especially these, which are this is the Denim Men's Vintage Blue Denim Casual Vest, and the exact same thing, the Blue Denim Casual Jacket. So the exact same item, just with arms over here. Okay, now reading the reviews on Leatherup.com's website, they run extremely small. So I had to order, the biggest they have available was 3XL. I usually wear 1XL on everything. These are probably made in Asia. I haven't looked to see if it's listed. But anyway, they run very small. This fits me perfect. This fits me pretty darn good. And for the money, this was literally under $13. This was literally under $15. So for $13, I don't think I've ever had a better buy in my life in clothing. Just as is, let alone something I'm thinking about concealed carrying. So the reason I got this, and I don't have the best concealment holster yet, I have another one on the way. This is my open carry holster, kind of just open speed holster. But I wanted something that I could throw on in the summertime in a t-shirt and still carry concealed easily with an outside the waistband holster, as opposed to a concealment holster and inside the waistband holster and have to lift my shirt and stuff. I like having either weight in the pocket, eventually either maybe sewing in some quarters, or just having weight in the pocket from extra magazines flaring open and getting my gun. Now before I go longer in the review, these were pre-checked in the first video, so you can see that SIG 320 compact, it's empty, you can't really see yet. You can see in the other video we look in the chamber, it's empty. I checked all my firearms. And also in the pocket, I'm Mexican, I got the holster now. I'm basically going to Mexican carry this Ruger LCP 380. Okay. Get it to lock back, which I can't. Come on, slide stop. There we go. Empty mag, empty chamber. Don't know if you zoomed in on that, but the guns were pre-checked. Anyway, we can check yet again. Empty firearms. So, I don't recommend Mexican carrying. Just this holster isn't a good enough holster yet. I have one on the way. That is a little bit bigger and has the sticky material, so it is something you can actually carry in the pocket. I'm just showing you kind of the size of the pockets. Anyway, I would primarily use this vest for getting 3 o'clock or to 430 strong side outside the waistband carry. So I throw it open. I have extra magazines to give it weight right now. In the there's 2 big internal pockets. Okay guys, so 2 big internal pockets. So I got 2 extra magazines in here right now, so I can flare open and draw my firearm. Okay, that's how I like to do it, at least for right now, as opposed to just t-shirt inside the waistband, trying to pull up, 1, 2, trying to boom, get the gun. I think this is faster. I like to blade away anyway. If people are confronting me, I always like to kind of blade off. Hey man, what's the problem? Kind of whatever. I can flare open and I can draw my fire. Okay, so it's long enough to do that for $13. If you're into concealed carry, something you should definitely consider. You could probably use these pockets for something extra magazine or extra just loose rounds if you're carrying a revolver. But I also particularly, besides the great price, picked these because I knew it had 2 large internal pockets on it. So now this firearm's a little bit too big for this, and usually don't recommend Mexican style carry anyway. But I can get my firearm in there, okay? If it's all the way in. Very large pocket, the stitching looks really decent. We'll see if it holds up. But I can actually have my firearm in there, okay? I don't know, it pinch a little bit here. So definitely something smaller, subcompact would be better. Subcompact, this is just a compact, which is almost full size. But I could get my gun out fairly quickly, okay? so I haven't really been practicing that. And the front sight's hanging up because my gun's a little bit too big. But the fact that this is like Glock 19 size, that could still fit in there, makes this a great buy for concealment. Okay, so not the best, not what I recommend. Now I got, like I said, I'm carrying a 380 Ruger in here in the pockets. Now is it enough for attention? Pretty good, pretty good. Doesn't really print, doesn't really, can't really tell in there. If I had a good holster with that little cheap holster, it looks more like a wall in the pocket. This holster, when done, sometimes the holster's coming out with the gun, so I don't really want to show you that because I should have a better holster. But the reason I did this is because I think it's just about perfect size, and I think even the long sleeve one's a little better. I think every one you're going to get, because of the price point of this, is going to be a little different sized. Even if they're all 1XL, one may be way bigger than the other one. But the pocket is big enough that if I had a Smith & Wesson internal hammer revolver, 640, an LCR, something like that, 38 revolver, I could just, it'd be very nice to have strong side, offside, whatever. I have it in the pocket and be able to shoot from the pocket, you know, bang, bang, pull out your weapon, okay. So I think that's something to consider, is something with pockets that you can get for cheap that can conceal your firearm. And anyway, I just think it's a good looking vest, especially for $13. So I will quickly show you the long sleeve jacket version of the same exact thing. Let me get rid of some of my gear. A couple extra mags. Here's the jacket. You know, I like stuff that kind of is a little bit bikerish, but not totally. You know, maybe it says just Rebel, maybe it says just, you know, an individual kind of look, something like that. So, here's the jacket. Sleeves are actually, I thought they'd be longer than they are. So sleeves ain't too long on me. It's a little tight in the shoulder area. I'm a thick, muscular guy, besides my belly, like up here. So I'm 5'11", 235 pounds. This is the 3XL again. Yeah, I can conceal carry my firearm. It's got the same, everything is the same, it's just got the arms. So I got the pocket. These pockets are actually a little bit deeper, so if you wanted to have a 38, you're going to have to maybe buy a couple of them to, you know, and the size is actually going to be different even in the same size. So I could easily, this one of the pockets actually better on both sides. I could have a 38 revolver in the pocket. I could carry this like I am, or here in the pocket, Mexican style. Not the best idea, but definitely, you know, something. Maybe I'd throw a Glock 30 or Glock 26 or 320 subcompacts in there or something like that. If that's what you had to go about for the day, you kind of got to throw the gun in your hand to get a good grip on it. Like, but it works, and hopefully it would work for you. And definitely just something to look at. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check out all the combative stuff, all the UFC fighter interviews, all the stuff I got on both my pages, the CombatSystem.com and the Grappling and CatchJitsu.com, the MMA stuff. I hope you appreciate it, and now I'm doing more firearm stuff. So anyway, please subscribe. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Thank you very much.